gates and the heat of the noon. Under the weight of a blood orange moon, no lock is holy, no vault is divine. Everything yours is eventually mine. Shadow Rot Cipher, the master of the heist. Behind the veil, a soul is enticed. Nexus, the cipher of the Nexus. Nothing left to harm. Strike through the heart of the golden decree. Nothing stays bound when the shadow runs free. Nothing stays bound when the shadow runs free. Dust on the scrolls in the heart of the tower, fading away like the merchant's brief power. Hubba's landing is a stage for the prey, but Nexus is the ghost that takes it away. No footprints remain on the limestone floor.
Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. We will begin shortly. Hope you enjoy.
Is done.
Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Nexus, and today we're going to be doing the ultimate thieving guide for your character. And if you are playing a Nightblade, there's one particular thing that's really useful on this guide setup. So let's get into it today. So first thing that you would have to make sure you have for the best ultimate stealthy build you could possibly have is you want to be a Khajiit for the best pickpocketing. And also, if we go to champion point and then go over to the green section, we can see if you sell things at the fence, you gain, if maxed out, you get 25% increased value from the fenced item. So that will be really good for getting gold from thieving and stuff. And then also, you also want to get for the best productivity of it. You want to do fade away, which is escaping from guard swipe 25% of your current heat, but not a bounty. And then also, wins in low places, removes 1,000 gold from your bounty once per day when you committing a crime where a bounty is added. Okay. And then also, we could always do this one here too. I don't have it maxed out yet, but reduces the radius you can be detected while in sneak by 1 meter per stage. And that'll come in handy for the next thing I'm going to show you. So the next thing I'm going to show you is going to be a set that really works well with Nightblade, or if you're doing subclass and shit. So the armor set I'm talking about is this one here, Doorlock Braze, and it's the Doorlock Braze set. This, if you're a Magicka build on like any Nightblade or whatever, or subclass of
No
Nightblade,
charge to have a look.
this is really overpowered for stealth build, because what you can do is when you have a full set equipped, you can go into stealth as long as you're crouched. If you're crouched, go into stealth, and you would literally be infinite stealth. I mean, this is like almost busted because you can be infinite stealth as long as you're staying still. And if you move around, it barely drains anything because you're still crouched. and it keeps on regenerating your magic. So it's not costing really any magic. And if you start running low on the magic from moving around a lot, all you do is just stay still for a little while you're crouched, and you will regen that magic back to maximum over time. And so this door lock bracelet is really, really good
Come, do your
for if
cleaning
you want to
here.
stay in stealth like almost infinite. And so that's really good for that. Let me show you all also some really good thieving spots of good spots you can thieve without having any worry about any guards or anything like that. So the first thieving spot is gonna be over here in the Tabani Peninsula. And it's gonna be going we're gonna closest waypoint to it is this one here in the city, next one waypoint. Let's go ahead and travel there real quick. And then I will show you a really good thieving spot for it. This is actually my favorite thieving spot out of all of them because there's like no guards at all in the area. There's the Outlaws Refuge right inside of this thieving spot. You can easily go in there and sell sensitive stuff. So let me show y'all real quick where it's at. So, so if you enter this way, you're just gonna go over to the right, and then it's gonna be up these stairs and over here through this archway. All right, and then it's just gonna go down to the next part of the main questing area that you have to go through in the story of the experience too. But going to the next one underway. That's the place you want to be for the view. Okay, so this right here, you can still put all these pots, fit in this, zoom in with your little first person view, and you can just see all these little uh urns and all these little things. There's also a room in here that has more urns, and also in here, there's actually a desk, and this desk can actually drop like other things that are useful too. So, uh, and there's like I said, there's no guards in this area at all. This is probably the best spot to be. Also, there's an outlaw's refuge right here to enter. You can just like, literally enter it and sell your stuff or whatever if you don't have your own fence. Another thing is they're going to be adding to the game that's been leaked. Um, there is going to be a new fence merch that's going to be available. And it looks like it's going to be a chicken. So it's going to be a green chicken, I think. It's still leaked. The subject changed, but there's gonna be a green chicken that is gonna be basically fence like this guy right here. You get this fence from doing the Thieves Guild main quest line and completing all the quests in it. So you get this guy from him. Now this guy
Anything
can't
for
launder things. You can only sell things to him, to fence the things for him. So, but with the chicken that's coming out here soon, I know it's a chicken. It's great. I don't know why they did a chicken. But the next fence that's gonna be available should be able to launder things too. I mean, it's always subject to change, but they might end up being really useful for that merchant. So another thing, another farm spot for thieving. One of my favorite spots that I've been using for a long time before I found out about this place is actually in Vardenfell. And let's see, I'll show you where it's at. I don't know if I have the weight sign on it. Do I have- Yeah, I do. So it's this one right here. Gonna go ahead and travel there real quick. And then I will show you kind of a walk from the way sign to get to it. But there's only like one person on the bottom floor that you can just assassinate with the blade of woe and then just steal from every cabinet, every bag, every little thing without any worries at all. So if you have the Dark Brotherhood unlocked and the Thieves Guild unlocked, which now they're both free DLCs for the game now. So
not you too.
you can
This
easily
is
get the Blade of
ridiculous.
Woe first
I'm sorry,
quest,
Talena, but my wife
the
insists we
Dark
try a new.
Brotherhood, and then let's go up here real quick and I'll show you where it's at. You can also kind of thieve around the area up here on your way up to this point, but this in this building right here, probably the best and safest career that these without this cost. There's only one person you have to worry about if you're just gonna be peacefully going to stealth, like I said, and then take them out. Yeah, you see from the body, and then also you can steal from all these little things inside this room. There's a lot of bookshelves in here too, and that's another point that's gonna come up. Bookshelves can actually unlock skill lines. I know it makes no sense, but bookshelves can actually unlock skill lines by just reading the bookshelf. I just read a few bookshelves. It takes a few times of reading the bookshelf. I may already have all the skill lines unlocked already, but let's see. So it can not just unlock skill lines, it can also level up your skill. So let's see if I can get one of these here to show for me. I may already have it all maxed out on this character, but see. Yeah, I think I already maxed out all the skill lines on this guy. So he's not showing the skill lines. But when you read bookshelf, you need a few of them at a time on like a new character or something. You'll gain skill lines like weapon skill lines, crafting skill lines, all that good stuff. So that's one good thing about benefit about bookshelf. And also, like I said, this is one of the best places to thieve any sort of items, fun things you can steal from the dresser, all that stuff. Let me show you another location real quick. The another location would be let's see where it's gonna be I think in Fraggle. Yeah, Fraggle. So we're gonna go to Fraggle real quick. And this one's not as handy for like making gold or anything necessarily. But if you go over to the Belgarth Way Shrine, we'll go to the Apple Orchard farm spot for thieving stuff. So there's a good spot for being in this apple farm basically, and you just steal all the apples and just sell them along, and that's the thing. It's I maybe think it's over here. The I like it kind of. It's gonna be over in the back behind the city, so it's by the river. So let me see. I think it's over by the Outlaws Refuge. Yeah, so it's gonna be over here. Mark that. Kind of a little ways from the wayside, not too far though. From the wayside,
I think I'll go to
to the
Dragon
city.
Star. There's an arena up
But
there.
it is
Lots of
here
gold
it
for
is,
the
right here.
taking.
So it's right here. It's a bunch of apple baskets that you can just steal from. You do kind of have to watch out for one guard that walks back and forth across here every now and then. So you might want to go and stealth with that stealth goal I told you about. Orlock Bread, Orlock Braid set. This Orlock Braid set, I can't stress enough, it's the best set for staying invisible on stealth for like and it's really handy because it's full stealth. Like I said, it's alphabet everywhere here. You just steal from all the way up here. Across this road here too. Stuff right there. Little stuff right there too. Yeah, there's the fun alphabet. Okay, so that is my guide to thieving. I hope you enjoyed today's video. And make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And also check me out on my Ride Nexus Pet Storage channel, my Ride Nexus Comics channel. I make a few videos on there from time to time. And let's check this one out, Ride Nexus Gaming. And see you all next time.
Gilded gates and the heat of the noon. Under the weight of a blood orange moon, no lock is holy, no vault is divine. Everything yours is eventually mine. Shadow wrought cipher, the master of the heist. Behind the veil, a soul is enticed. Bionexus, the